there were two. Time to kick off the NBA Finals here on EA Sports. Game one just about set to go. We're at Wells Fargo Center, where tonight the Philadelphia 76ers playing host to the LA Clippers. Seated next to Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, you look at the Sixers coming into play. They're rested. They're ready to go. And they'll have home court advantage to begin here in games 1 and 2.
And I'll tell you what, I am looking forward to this series right here. This is going to be a dogfight. We got a couple of teams that match up very well. I can see this one going to length. Yes, 7 games. That's how even these teams are.
Beverly into the front court. He'll run the offense. And a nice finish at the rim.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
Almost, and he's not getting the call.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Beverly to Marcus Morris. Trying to cash in. Open look, and he buries it. Defense has to wake up.
I know these mishaps happen defensively, but sometimes this can be the best thing for an offensive player who maybe hasn't found his rhythm yet. Don't let him get going.
Oh, Ben Simmons. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Baseline drive. Shot from the lane won't go.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
It's LA Clippers ball. Tobias Harris snatching it out of the air. Drives, but a shot won't go down. To Tobias Harris. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. His first effort off the mark.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Smith with it up top. Down 4. Knocked loose. George to Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. First couple didn't go. That one is true.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. And the reward, he's going to the line.
I say this a lot, and it's only because coaches harp on it all the time. Read the scouting report. Know who you can and should send to the line. This is a case of knowing a shooter probably had a better chance of hitting a jumper than he does of hitting the free throws.
Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Here's Leonard for 2. Gets a look. Can't hit.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
And Josh Richardson, tough make there. Knocks it down with the defender all over him.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
Here's Simmons with it up top. The score 12-8. Embiid, good for 2.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
To Leonard. Can't connect from in close. To Tobias Harris. Richardson. He made his first effort, but not that time.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Here comes the screen. Leonard. He'll get it down low to Harrell. Oh, emphatic slam.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Ben Simmons at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. The free throw is good. It's back to a one-point game. LA Clippers with the basketball. Leonard to Beverly. Won't go. He needs some luck on his side given how they're defending. Tobias Harris above the rim. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
To Paul George. Preparing to shoot at the line.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
JaMychal Green has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 76% from the line. And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Simmons to Tobias Harris. JaMychal Green sends it away.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Has a chance. Reggie Jackson, not that time. To Tobias Harris. Knocked loose. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. It remains Sixers basketball. Substitution being made in this one. Simmons looking good, 4 for 5.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
Leonard over to the right side. To Leonard. 5 seconds to shoot. Leonard. Aaron Baines powers it through. Shot clock coming down. Oh, he slams it down just before the buzzer.
Ed, if people at home could see me right now, my hands are on my head and I look stressed out. When the defense yells red, 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 you know that there are 5 seconds or less in the shot clock. You have to utilize the shot clock as your 6th defender to your advantage. Force a contested bait.
A three-pointer at the buzzer is good. They can check it all they want, but that clearly was fired in time. And it gives them the lead after 1 quarter. 1 quarter. on to the second quarter. Jay, I don't know if we're going to see quite that level of offensive production that we saw to start this one.
You know why?
Why?
Because of the versatility. Because this is positionless basketball, which makes it beautiful to watch. Everybody can triple threat, dribble, drive, shoot the three, do things from long distance. It's a thing of beauty where this game is going.
To Embiid. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Joel Embiid, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 77% at the line. First free throw is good. Able to convert on both free throws. Nothing going here on that drive. Down low, George. Rebound cleared by Philly. Burke with it. Looking to make something happen. Joel Embiid. 3 for 3 in this first half.
I see this happen all the time. It used to happen to me. Sometimes an easy offense allows more effort to translate to the defensive end.
Leonard to George. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Mo Harkless pins it. Foot was on the line. It's a turnover. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Driving is Simmons, but his shot no good. Williams to Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Ben Simmons at the line for 2 shots, shooting 66% in this contest. First one, counted. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. To Williams. Has a look. Williams' shot won't go. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Simmons to the basket, but his shot stays out. It's PG for 2. The jumper's off the mark. And the front court comes Simmons. Down 2. And he's going to the line to shoot.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Kyle O'Quinn has got 2 shots coming. A career 74% free throw shooter. And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. Paul George. Another chance. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Montrezl Harrell tips it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
From the painted area, won't go down. Goes reverse to lay it in.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Sixers control it. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
First one goes down. Two for two on that trip. Joel Embiid sends it away.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there. Taken by the Sixers. Over and back. Paul George, 4 out of 7.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas. Or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
Aaron Baines rejects it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Beverly. Short jumper stays out. No good, but two shots coming up for Joel Embiid.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Knocks down the first. And gets both to drop at the line. It's the Clippers with the possession now. Leonard to Beverly. Probing the defense. And they call the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
And hits the first free throw. And he makes them both. Smith into the front court. Now down 6. To Tobias Harris. Going a launch beyond the arc. They snuffed it out. Tobias Harris missed it.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Fires the 3. Well defended. To Paul George. Leonard to George. Trying to cash in. Shot by George misses. Richardson. To Horford. There it is, Al Horford. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
George to Leonard. Paul George. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
4-3. Misfires. It's no good. Knocked loose. Clippers have got it. From beyond half court. Gets it to go. From long distance. A fitting capper to the end of the first half. It's halftime here in Game 1. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, Ed. The Clippers worked hard for their halftime lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Los Angeles Clippers. The 76ers are down at halftime and in need of some momentum. They've got the break to figure some things out. And trust me, they've got a few things to figure out. Still, it's not like they're totally out of this game. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Game track. Steals.
The Philadelphia 76ers seem to be giving the ball away in this matchup like they're working for a charity. Too many times, they've given up steals, and the results have been terrible. The lack of ball control was apparent in the opening quarter.
Player of the half.
Kawhi Leonard was lighting up the scoreboard in the first half, and I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure out what it'll take to slow him down. He looks like he's in a zone.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have off nights. Today has just been one of those nights for this guy. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Leonard to Beverly. Now a steal by Philly.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Paul George, 4-2. Paul George. With that, he's 5 for 9.
And it's so deflating for the defense when you pick up right exactly where you left off at halftime. That's the kind of energy you need.
Throws it down.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA Awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
George to Beverly. Leonard. Not that time. He missed it. To Simmons. Joel Embiid. That's how it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch. Simmons to Tobias Harris. From long range, it's good. And the foul. And he's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play. Most definitely contact on that forearm during the follow-through. You have to give the offensive player a lot of credit. The concentration you need to make a shot after getting fouled, that's big time. Tobias Harris with a chance at a 4-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. It's good, has the hot hand, and a 4-point play. Doesn't have the touch. No good. On the follow. Way to stay with it. You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team. Beverly into the front court. Leads 3. Knocks it down from mid-range. Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up. This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just gotta let them play, ref. Oops, he missed the first one. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. Leonard to Paul George. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores. Here's lesson number 1. When you allow a player like that the freedom of space to dance with the ball, there's no telling what kind of break dance move they might hit you with. The follow won't go either. Clippers have the basketball. Probing the defense. Nothing going here on that drive. LA with 4 to shoot. George lets it fly. Knocks it down on the step back. That was not easy. Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign. Simmons driving, but a shot no good. Paul George to Beverly. Driving right to the basket. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up. The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there. Paul George trying to cash in on the 3-point play. A career 84% free throw shooter. The free throw, good. And they add 1 more to the lead. It's up to 11.
Here we go. My ball. My ball.
Time to shuffle things up. Simmons to Richardson. Here's a chance from long range. Josh Richardson is going to get 3 shots here. For his career, 78% at the line. First free throw is good. Knocks down the second free throw. Three for 3. Nice. It's LA Clippers ball to George. Sizing up the defense. George to Leonard. A bad pass as the Sixers come up with this steal. Down low for Harris. No good and no foul.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw off the concentration of the guy trying to drop the layup in.
Simmons with it. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
Got it. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Harkless to Leonard. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. Knocks it down off the step back.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Driving is Simmons, but his shot no good.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Leonard. Almost. Unlucky bounce. Simmons with it. His guys down by 9. And a throwdown.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Paul George to Harkless. And he connects at the line. George, they'll get it down to Leonard. Shot from the lane won't go. Curling inside. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Ben Simmons, a couple of free throws on the way. He's shooting 71% so far. First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Deep 3 at the buzzer. Third quarter comes to an end. The Clippers have the lead. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. Sixers have the basketball. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Fires the three. Tobias Harris is going to get a chance at three here. Hasn't missed yet. And he connects on the first free throw. Second of three, got it. Perfect from the line. It's all three of them. Beverly into the front court. Up by three. Joel Embiid with a piece. That's his third block this evening.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Simmons to the basket, but his shot stays out to Marcus Morris. From the painted area, won't go down. Embiid to Simmons. Paul George with the block.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Simmons to Embiid. Lets it fly from long range. They snuffed it out. Tobias Harris missed it.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Harris knocked loose. Clippers have it.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
To Paul George. Layup goes down. Well done.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Works it to Richardson. For three, not getting the bounce. To Leonard. Slam dunk.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Beverly into the front court. His team up by 7. Count the basket inside.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
The drive, right to the basket, and he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The results, he's going to the line.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Ben Simmons at the line for 2 shots, shooting 77% so far in this one. First one goes down. Able to convert on both free throws. Beverly into the front court. Lead stands at 7. To Leonard. Reset here. Let's see what they do. And And a putback slam.
This is why I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
And look out. Big finish at the rim.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Beverly to Leonard. Beyond the arc for three. He engulfed him that time.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
That's off of Leonard, out of bounds. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Simmons to Tobias Harris. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Tobias Harris is going to get 3 shots here. He's perfect from the line so far. Knocks down the first. Second one's no good. One more coming. LA Clippers with the basketball. Paul George. Richardson to Tobias Harris. Going to launch beyond the arc. Message received. Well defended.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
He connects. Had all the time in the world. Too easy.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Tough make through traffic.
No excuse to not be a little bit more physical there on the defensive end. Needed that stop.
To George. Leonard. Tough shot. He hits.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. And hits the first free throw. Second of 3 is good. Takes advantage of the foul. 3 for 3 at the line. Leonard to Paul George. Al Horford swats it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. Leonard to Marcus Morris. They get it to George, down low. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
Simmons driving, but a shot no good. George to Marcus Morris. Deep right corner to Leonard. Has a chance. Morris's shot won't go down.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Short jumper misses. Clippers have the basketball. It's the Clippers who come away with the victory. And for the very first time in franchise history, they are NBA champions. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Clippers took this down to the wire before getting the win. The defense in this matchup was outstanding. When they weren't blocking shots, they were making steals, and it all came together for a terrific win. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Los Angeles Clippers. The 76ers lost a tight one today, and you can see the disappointment. And while they didn't win the game, they could have won a dunk contest. They put down plenty of slams in this matchup. Here are the guys who put up the most points. For the Philadelphia 76ers,
Game track. Three-point shooting.
each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
Kawhi Leonard was just amazing in this game. What other word could you use for someone that played the kind of defense that shut down an entire team? Yeah, exactly. Amazing. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.